I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or
Well,
what portion?
Spinal.
D-Style Boxing here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Share the video. Follow me and send video requests. Twitter.com/D-Style Boxing. We've been waiting 5 years for this. Over 5 years. It's not even open to the boxing public. You got to be a rich or famous person to have access anywhere near these two fighters when they get in the ring. Makes me question how the atmosphere is going to be during the actual fight. But believe it or not, we have bigger scenarios we have to worry about, which is what we're going to talk about here. $99.99 if you want to watch this fight in high definition at your home. That's the biggest price tag for a boxing pay-per-view ever. It's not even close. Hell, you want to watch it in standard, it's still $89.99. This event is projected to break and shatter all types of records. Over 70 million at the gate. I saw a story about somebody offering over $250,000 for a ringside seat. That is insane. They're bidding these seats to the rich and famous. That's who has access to this fight. Think of all the high rollers from all over the world betting big money on these events. They're betting big cash. I think 50 Cent put over $1 million on Floyd Mayweather. There's a lot of money out there being spent. Think of all the regular people, you know, just regular guys like you and I, just spending their money, maybe taking out loans just to go to Vegas and be there in Vegas, just to be in the same city as the fight, to watch it closed circuit. Think about what it's going to cost to watch it in closed circuit. Think about what the beer's going to cost when you're watching it in closed circuit. Think about everybody taking time off their days, the people that are going to call off work. Think about all that, everything that's on the line. And think about what would happen if some a bad scenario were to happen in this event. It's not out of the question. This is boxing after all. Let's go ahead and talk about these nightmare scenarios. Number 5. What if it's a stinker of a fight? This event needs to succeed in so many ways because of this high stakes involved. For what they're charging, for the records it's going to break, the anticipation, the hype it's had. We have countless reasons why they need to deliver in this fight. If this fight is a stinker, it just can't be good for boxing. It might be good for the fans of that one particular fighter, but even if one guy is dominating, the fight has to be to some degree competitive, at least for some rounds, and it needs to have some drama, I believe, because of the anticipation and the hype that has come along with this fight. If not, it's going to be a terrible look for the sport, if we're being honest, because of what they're charging, and for what looks now, the undercard, they're not really giving us much with the undercard. So the fight itself needs to deliver here. I mean, they're calling it the biggest fight of all time. If it's a stinker, it might actually lose more fans and do more damage to boxing than it would have if it never happened in the first place. Man, this fight sucks. Sheesh. I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep. Number 4, an early stoppage. Why'd you stop that for? This can go bad in so many ways, because what if it's an exciting fight and all of a sudden the ref just steps in out of nowhere and stops it? Now, don't act like this can't happen, right? Because we've seen it happen. Or one guy's dominating, the other guy hurts him, and then they stop it, right? I think both guys need to understand, because of the amount of money they're making, they are expected to overcome more than your regular fighter. Meaning, we may have to let it go a little longer than we usually would in other fights, in my opinion. I'm just putting that out there. So if Pacquiao wobbles Mayweather for a couple seconds, I don't think the ref should step in and stop the fight. It's the same vice versa. Okay? I'm just saying. That doesn't mean don't stop it when it's the right time to stop it. All right? I just don't want to see a blatant early stoppage, right? Where it leaves any room for excuse, let it go. That's just my opinion, and both fighters should understand that, and they should understand the circumstances, given it. And I think both fighters, in all honesty, want opportunity to recover if they are hurt, given the legacy and stakes involved in this fight. But there's a like always, if this were to happen, I mean, just think about the outcry and how upset people would be if this were to actually happen.
That's a good fight, man. Great fight here. What the hell was that, ref? What the hell was that, ref?
Reason number 3, a blatant robbery for the ages. Now, let me make this clear. A controversial decision where people are divided in half on who won this fight will not be bad for this fight. That would be good for business. I'm talking about if a fighter clearly won the fight, hands down, and is blatantly robbed, and all the announcers are saying the same thing, and 99% of people are saying the same thing, and it's just a blatant robbery, that will be terrible. That will only make people say, that's why I don't watch the sport anymore. And that's why I stayed away.
I didn't think the guy could do it, but he pulled it off. He pulled the shit off, man. All right. Wait, what? 118, 110? 118, 110?
Scenario number 2. Watch the fight get canceled the day of the fight. This would not be good. It would not be good at all. The reason it wouldn't is because just think about all the people that spent all that money, all that time off work, planned it out, just for the fight to be canceled due to some dispute, right? They couldn't agree on the ref. They couldn't agree on the gloves. They couldn't agree on the ring trunks. They couldn't agree on what have you, right? Something like that. I mean, it almost happened in the Maidana fight. People say, why didn't it get it? No, it didn't. Why it was closer than it would have. So hopefully everything's sorted out. If this event get canceled the day of, I mean, there are businesses, there's a lot of people out there that have planned around this. It would just be terrible. That would be horrific. I'm telling you that right now.
This is the day of the fight. This is the day of the fight. This is the day of the fight. I've been waiting 5 years for this day. What? The fight got what? What? The fight got canceled. What? I didn't pay for this shit. Ah!
Scenario number 1. Accidental headbutt. It's ruled a no contest. What? I mean, I want you to really think about this right now. Think about it. You're watching a fight, a couple rounds, boom, they bump heads or something. One of them's bleeding. The fight's over. That's it. Everybody go home. No contest. No, you don't get your money back. Goodbye. We're not guaranteed anything here. If there's no guarantee, there's no you get your money back. In fact, pay-per-views are non-refundable. That's just the business rule behind pay-per-view. You don't get shit back, right? It ends in no contest, accidental headbutt, it's a wrap, right? Or one of them trips or something. Oh, my ankle, it's over. Or one of them falls to the ground, it's over. B-Hop Dawson type stuff. Could you imagine that? I mean, who knows if somebody is capable of doing that scenario.
This fight just getting started, baby. This fight just getting started. Round 2. Woo. Good warm-up round to round 1, huh? Good one. What the Oh, come on, ref. Come on. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's a big gash. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh. What do you mean? Hey. Ah. It's not to shoot. Give me a pistol. I want to shoot somebody right now.